Hello once again, all you TF2 crazies out there. I am playing with Mawii, and it's time for another Team Fortress 2 battles. This is part 45. And finally, I've gotten past all those crazy old replays. And I decided to move on to some more recent ones. Starting with this. On CTF, well, we're going to be playing Demo Man. Okay, off to a good start. With one of my most favorite loadouts ever, and I like to call this the Demo Troll, and I believe I mentioned this in the video where I got random Huntsman headshot. I can't remember what I called it. On 2 Fort, when I just charged forward. Yeah, I like to call it Demo Trolling because usually when I kill people, I have a tendency to just taunt with the demo, with the grenade launcher out, you know, the kaboom! Oh my. So, suffice to say, first of all, I'm known here as the checkmark guy. But secondly, and I might as well just go ahead and spoil this now, this was actually a very good match for me. So, you know, just throwing that out there, you know, just to let everybody know, this was probably one of my better moments as Demo Man. So, it's good that I got it captured on replay. Film, if you will, and I noticed that I have the Pyrovision goggles on. Alright, so as we're going and harassing the heck out of the blue team with some crazy grenades, and also just trying to, you know, find whatever easy beheadings I can get to charge up my Islander, I'm going to go ahead and look away just a sec for a question. The almighty Lord Timothy asks, here's my question. What has your favorite TF2 update been so far? And I think I mentioned this specific update before, but I might as well just go ahead and declare it my favorite. The Spy and Sniper update. It's definitely my favorite. I was really getting into the game at that point. And, oh, wait, what was that? The engineer? That's so weird. Oh, that's right. He had the insect face thing. It was a full moon, I assume. Yeah, there he is. So, like, I don't know, there was just a huge amount of hype around it. You know, they had the whole Girardi thing going. You know, at first it was like an April Fool's, and then they decided to make it an actual thing. But just, you know, doing those, like, little daily updates, you know, that they started doing, where, you know, they would reveal, like, one thing at a time, you know, every day. It was really exciting, and I remember people were really confused with whose update it actually was, because, you know, it kept going back. It's like, okay, here's the Spy update, okay, and then, like, here's the next update for the next, you know, little promo image the next day. It says, now it's the Sniper update, and it's like, wait a minute, what? And then the next day it says, you know, here's the Spy update. And I remember I was one of the first people to actually suggest that it was going to be an update for both of them. Like, I mean, I didn't actually know, it was wishful thinking, but yeah, a lot of people were like, oh man, it looks like they're actually canceling the Spy update. No, they're going with the Sniper update. You know, it was weird. It was a crazy time. That's when Valve really had us. They had us good. Oh yes, another beheading. That's number 2. But yeah, I loved it because I was so hyped for the Cloak and Dagger watch. That was the biggest thing I could ever have imagined. I was confused at how the Dead Ringer worked at first, so I wasn't really too excited for it, but just the thought of, like, being able to camp out literally anywhere I wanted, cloaked 100% of the time, was, like, the biggest dream come true for me. Oh, we're Ubered. That's it, we're going in, and I'm gonna get nothing off of this, because this Pyro is the biggest jerk that I've ever seen in my life. You're making me very cross. Am I gonna get this guy? No, of course, I can't just get a 3rd head or anything. Rude Pyro. So, ironically, you know, nowadays I have a tendency to use the Dead Ringer more because it's just much more useful. A lot more people just, you know, they kind of expect the Cloak and Dagger sometimes. You know, they kind of spy check around, or, you know, people are, like, more spy aware than they were back in 09. So, you know, the Cloak and Dagger isn't as good as it used to be, but I still use it from time to time. You know, I did those videos, what was it? The Joys of Camping. Those were so much fun. And I can't, you know, I was kind of thinking about it from time to time. I still can't think of what that video was when I got randomly headshot after I charged in front of that sniper. Oh, I really wish I could remember. That's a little bit suspicious. Look at this crazy spy, thinking that he was going to jump over me like that was some sort of crazy stair stab? Does he even know who he's dealing with? Oh, he doesn't, because he doesn't realize that this demo troll actually main spot. What is the point of this teleporter? Okay, so that, what the, wow, that was an enemy soldier? What's happening? Get out of here. Alright, that's 4 heads, so we're at the max health and max speed boost. And any extra heads after this point will just give me extra power on the charge and targe collision. You know, that just the smash. And you ram into somebody with it. Yeah, supercharged. Alright, so yeah, I loved that. I was really hyped for the Cloak and Dagger. Now, amazingly, I got the Dead Ringer first. So, you know, I wasn't really like... Back then, people had literally no idea what the Dead Ringer sound was. So you could uncloak literally right behind somebody, and they'd be like, who would that? And not turn around. But nowadays, it's completely different. That was so much fun, though. I got the Dead Ringer early, too. I remember just being so... I wanted the Cloak and Dagger so badly, and of course, there wasn't trading back then. So I had to wait until I actually got it myself. And then they decided to be big scumbags, and they didn't do the achievements thing anymore. They just decided to make all new items completely reliant on the drop system. Like, that's when the drop system came out. And they just decided, hey, this sounds like a great idea, forget achievements. And then a lot of people complained, and then they brought the achievement system back. So that was cool. Oh man, get dunked! That was a nice shot. 300% skilled air shot, I would call that. You know, not too much, but it's up there. It is definitely up there. Okay, I was so much of a big fat baby that I just had to go and figure out what the name of that video was. It was A Glimpse of Mediocrity. Right. Because when I made it, and, you know, what happened, I was like, man, this really reminds me of, you know, the Glimpses of Mediocrity series. And this seems like that would fit in just perfectly. And then Dak had to be the big buzzkill and say, no, Glimpses of Mediocrity is only for competitive servers and stuff. So, no, they don't just accept any old pubs. Whatever. So, fine. I see how it is. Okay. So finally, we're off to the next question. Hylian Freak asks, you said that when people spray over your spray, it annoys you. If I see pornographic sprays, I'll spray my non-pornographic spray over it. Do you think that's acceptable? Yes, that is pretty acceptable, to be quite honest. And I would expect people to do that, you know? It just seems like the normal thing to do. Especially, you know, if the server has rules like that, you know, you're not allowed to post any porn sprays or whatever. But, you know, it's fine, it's completely fine. But, you know, I don't have porn sprays, you know, I have pony sprays. That's not exactly the same thing. But, you know, like I did say, I post like a pony spray and, oh, hey, there's a spray. I mean, I didn't just post that one. That one's not mine. Not Sona, I swear. Okay, man. Hitting everybody with those grenades. Oh, man, hello, Scout. Won't leave me alone. What in the world? But yeah, so I don't really have that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's just not acceptable to normally do that. But, you know, it's like when I spray something, you know, it just really bothers me. Because it's like, I want people to see my spray. You know, here's my cool looking spray. Look at it. Look how cool it is. Oh, that was a great shot. I loved this match. And, you know, and then some jerk sprays over it and it's like, nah, no, forget you. And I'm like, why? Why you gotta do that, man? Oh, man, I probably don't... Yeah, that was probably a good idea for me to run away from that. He probably had the, not the Tribalman Shiv, the Bushwhacker. And that would have hurt if he would have hit me with that, Gerardion. Oh, that was a crit. I can't get nothing off of that. So, we're actually doing pretty good. I mean, we're doing, you know, like an offense-defense kind of thing. We've got this engineer built up, but unfortunately his stuff keeps getting destroyed because the other team keeps pushing really hard. Wow, oh, did you see that pyro fly through the air? And then he landed in the water? Oh, that was very lucky. No fall damage for him. I don't even think he noticed where he was going to land. It looked like he was just looking straight forward. Uh-oh. Oh, they're doing the same thing. Yeah, get out of here, you. Alright, none of that here. Do you even know who I am? I'm the demo man who's going to wreck your life. Haha. I run this server now. Do you know who I am? I'm the guy who's gonna burn your house down with the grenades. Oh my goodness, there we go. There's the demo trolling. I just had to do it. I had to do it, man. It was perfect. That was a great kill. A double kill. I believe Corey was also in this match, but I don't see him just yet. So, if he is... Good thing that scout didn't notice me shooting at my own spy. Because, you know, if he would have noticed this, opened his eyes and looked, he would have seen that there was somebody just kind of camping out there in the corner. And, you know, that would have been mildly suspicious. But nope, he didn't care. He was too busy focusing on me. Frozen Fear 13, there's a name I know. Would you dislike me if I had an Action Hank spray? Ha! That ties in with the last question. Well, if you went spraying over my spray with it, yes, I would have. I mean, I would dislike you. I thought he said, would you have a problem with it? I would dislike you for doing that. But no, I actually find that funny and ironic, you know, with the people posting that Action Hank spray, particularly over pony sprays, you know, with the... God, that episode was so weird. It was like, you know, that there's always that war, you know, in like the school age, where it's like, you know, boys versus girls, you know, like the boy stuff versus the girl stuff. And, you know, you have stuff like Action Hank, which is sort of like G.I. Joe. And then, you know, and then he's over there fighting stuff that was like, I think there was also other things aside from My Little Pony, like Barbie. I think he fights like some kind of Barbie thing. And, yeah, you know, that's pretty neat. So, you know, it definitely captured a generation is what Dexter's Lab did. I love that show. And then, of course, recently, they, oh, hello, Domination. His best friends with. I remember doing the Pyromania update and just laughing so hard at that. That was very good. What was it? Oh, yes, they uncovered that lost episode. The Rude Removal. That was it. Rude Removal. Very interesting. I really could not see that being on TV. Like, that was super, super... like, controversial. That would not have worked at all. Particularly the title card, where they're just, you know, just giving you the bird. That was, oh, God, that was terrible. Oh, no, Dexter was mooning. Dee Dee was giving the bird. Oh, God. What were you thinking, Tartatovsky? What were you thinking? Oh, well. But, that dude's married to, you know, Lauren Faust, or as some people like to call her, Foreign Loust. So, you know, they worked a little bit on the Powerpuff Girls together. You know, he's good at making shows, she's good at making shows. It was a marriage made in heaven, pretty much. Hello! That's a lot of stuff going on around that corner. Oh, whoa! Good thing I aimed that, good thing he aimed his flamethrower kind of downward. Because otherwise, that would have smacked me right in the face. Hey, there's Corey. There's everyone, TM. So yeah, that was just awesome. Awesome, good stuff. Warren, or I'm sorry, no, I skipped over. I'm sorry, Annabeth Ride, who actually follows me on Tumblr, my Ask Antoshio Tumblr, asks, I'm going to ask another question. Oh. How do you feel about the Playing with Maui fan group on DeviantArt? Well, you know, I mean, it's kind of a thing. You know, I don't really mind that it exists. You know, it's not super active, but, you know, I don't really expect that because, you know, I'm not like super duper popular YouTube superstar kind of guy. But, you know, I like it and I appreciate it and I love the fan art, you know. I love that stuff that, you know, you guys draw and, like, what was it? There was the one picture of me on Pinkie Pie. There was the one picture of me, like, hugging a mushroom. Like, you know, just all sorts of weird, crazy stuff. But yeah, I like it. That's how I feel about it. And now, Warren Maximilian, as this Pyro is trying to sneak out of our base with our intel. But unfortunately, I can't do too much about that with just the grenade launcher. And, of course, the Islander charge and targe combo. Pretty sure he can't get out of here. Oh, there he goes. Oh, that was awfully sneaky of him. I didn't realize he was going to go that way. Wait. No, they got it out of here. Crap. All right, whatevs. So now we're going to move on to Warren Maximilian's question. So sorry. How many of your quote-unquote fans have you run into while playing TF2? A couple, you know. A number of them, actually. Not like a couple. There was one guy that kept following me around in TF2 servers. I can't remember his name. Then there was another guy that I remember recently. I was playing a, a prop hunt. I was playing a prop hunt server, and there was a guy that came in and noticed Deck's name, because, you know, Deck was there with me. And he said, wow, are you the real Chaos C57? And he said, oh my. Oh, that was that was the coolest thing. Oh, wow, I forgot that happened. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Pyro, for pretty much saving my life. Oh, that was great. That should be like a top 5, please. But, and I believe he said, yeah. Oh, it was on voice chat. I think Dex said, yeah, I am. Because, you know, he's just so super popular. It was his words. And then he noticed me there. You know, I was under the name as Anthony. And he said, is that the Playing with Maui, Anthony? And I was like, yeah, we're gonna leave now. And I disconnected from the server. I know it was really jerky, but I was in such a bad mood. Like, there was just that prop hunt server. There was a really, really bad attitude that they had on that server. They were doing really stupid stuff. Like, they had duo pairs. One would be on the blue team, one would be on the red team, and they would help the other find, you know, people who were hiding. It was really stupid. So I was in just a generally upset mood. It wasn't like anything that he did, but I didn't want to be on there anymore. Yes! The taunt! Gotta get him with the taunt, dude. I love it. I love it when I have full head stacks. You know, 4 heads. You know, any extra is pretty awesome, too. But, you know, that health and speed boost, man, it's killer. Literally, it will win games. You know, as long as you know what you're doing. Hey, Sona, how you doing? Sexy lady. Hey, sexy lady. Okay, this is looking worse and worse as I'm, like, turning the corner every so often here. It's like, every time I turn the corner around these trains, there's, like, more and more blues over there. That's not a good thing. What's happening with our team? Why are we not pushing? Their intel was grabbed for just a moment, and now it's down. Don't know what happened. That's unfortunate. That is very... Oh, I didn't even see him. Well, there goes the ownage train. And that's going to be it for this video. If you like this video, why don't you subscribe and check out some of my other videos. There's more on the way, so stay tuned. Don't forget to rate and ask me any questions you like, and I'll be sure to get to more questions in the next video. And I'll be continuing this match in the next video. So, you know, don't you worry. You know, the suspenseful end will be seen. There's not going to be any cliffhangers or anything. You will find out what happens in the exciting end of this CTF Well match next time. And I will see you then.